Dreamscape Lore presents Six Kings, written by David J. VanBergen Jr. Read for you by Trevor Wilson. Chapter 1. Back in the Saddle. Jeremiah stepped to the side and twisted slightly, as the ball of magma thrown at his head passed harmlessly by. He allowed his eyes to follow the projectile as it flew down the rocky mountainside to make sure the flaming attack wouldn't hit Sabrina. He needn't have worried. She had stepped out of the way and was continuing to fire flaming arrows up the side of the mountain at the magma monsters.
Name: Magma Monster. Level: 62. Health points: 2,578. Magma monsters are rock elementals that are created deep underground, where heat and pressure have turned them into literal lava monsters. Their bodies are hard as rock, and their attacks deliver the same fire damage as molten lava. They are immune to fire damage and are extremely resistant to attacks from bladed weapons.
Sabrina's flaming arrows exploded into the closest monster, blowing chunks of molten rock off the creature. Jeremiah had initially assumed that flaming arrows wouldn't do much against molten rock monsters, but was happy to have been wrong. The creatures rapidly healed, though, their magma bodies flowing and reforming almost as fast as Sabrina's arrows blew chunks off. It took a constant barrage of exploding arrows to keep the monsters from fully healing. Her arrows were enough to keep several of the monsters busy, though, and that allowed Jeremiah to focus on one or two at a time. He strode toward the monster that had just thrown the magma ball, his warhammer held in one hand. The weapon had been in his dimensional weapons storage belt, temporarily raising it by 1 grade.
Spiked two-handed warhammer. B-grade weapon. Temporarily to A grade for 24 hours. Causes a very high amount of damage. Temporarily increased to an extreme amount of damage for 24 hours. Damage increased by 8% per strength point. Temporarily increased to 10% per strength point for 24 hours. Requirements to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?